Hello, my name is Arlene Perez, and I will be going over my 5 different values that I added to my web. I will also add one of the cases that I have created against someone that has told me that it was wrongful of me to do something in my life. So I will go ahead and start with the 5 views that I added. One of them is always being positive, just because sometimes I know that things may happen in our life, but I do feel like we should keep staying positive and just look at the good side of it. Another one that I added is that everything happens for a reason. The only reason why I believe that is because I do feel like in life we are put through different situations, and we either get through it or we don't, or we overcome it. And I feel like it always turns back into happening for a reason. Another thing as well is that we should acknowledge other people's opinions. It doesn't necessarily mean that we agree with other people's opinions, but we should be able to acknowledge them, to consider them, that people do have different opinions and people are going to have different scenarios. The 4th one is to not judge anybody. Just like it says, like, don't judge a book by its cover. Sometimes we don't know what people are going through, and I don't feel like just by seeing somebody we should make some judgment about them, or make us feel like, oh, she's not very nice because she looks this way, or she seems like a rude person just because she's a certain way. I don't think we should make judgments on anybody or anyone. The last one that I have added was to have patience. I feel like sometimes people do need patience, and we should consider that in our lives and just kind of take it personal. Okay, so now I will be talking about my aunt's worldview. Her name is Lucia, and one of her worldviews is that she's very religious. I feel like sometimes she's very judgmental. She's very traditional as well. She is born and raised with the Mexican culture. I feel like sometimes she takes that as when people are wrong in what they're doing, it's kind of like a disappointment for her. And once you do something wrong, she won't look at you the same. Another one is that she's very by the book. Like, whatever God says in his book is something that we should follow. She's very anti-LGBTQ, and I will explain that later. She also believes that in marriage it should be a man and woman. Another thing too is that if it's not